This is Charles Caro, the Option Trader's Assistant, and today I'm going to talk about adjusting your trade using the modeling matrix. Now, looking here at the graphs page, the streaming graphical portfolio monitor, you can see several trades. This is the one I was using as an example here, this Iron Condor. And as you see, it doesn't need adjustments right now, and I'm not recommending adjustments or even teaching the value or the strategies for adjusting. I just am showing you how the software works for adjustments. So bear that in mind. And one of the things to note, I'm going to go back to the trade analysis page for this trade. And I was using this as an example, and it has several potential proposed adjustments here. And the selected one with the checkbox here is the one that is shown on the screen. And when I go to the modeling matrix, if there is a selected adjustment, that will be the one that's shown in the modeling matrix. And you see here it is. The dotted line shows the proposed adjustment. And it is, in this case, a proposal to increase the size of the entire trade by 10 contracts. Now that I'm in the modeling matrix, I can change this adjustment. I can drag and drop the proposed amounts here. So suppose in addition to increasing the size, I wanted to change the width. And I'll click on this to get centered here. Let's change the width of the puts as well. I can click the Save button here and save that as a change to the proposed adjustment that I came in with, or I can immediately put the order in, which will save the changes and put the order in. And I just click Order here, and it shows the legs of the adjustment and the current price of the underlying and the ordering information. As you've seen, I can click Place Order. It'll go right into the broker. Or if I already did put this order into my broker, otherwise I can use the commit dialog to record the prices that I've gotten. And you'll see here on the streaming pages, we do put in the current price since that's readily available. And you can just click commit and use those prices, or put in the actual prices you were filled with if you had a separate fill. If I don't click save, then the changes won't be saved, and this adjustment will revert to what it was initially. If I click new adjustment, it wipes out that one and gives me a clean slate to start with a new adjustment. And this is what you would get also if you didn't have any adjustments, or if there wasn't a selected adjustment, you would get a blank slate to manage your adjustments. Now I can double click here and put a quantity in here. Let's say I just want to reduce the calls by half, take off half the calls. There's what it would look like. The dotted lines show the proposed graph, and the modeling matrix, you can see the current, the C is for current and P for proposed. And I can click off the current graph to see only the proposed with the adjustment, or I can click off the proposed to see only the current graph. And I can click off the expiration graphs here separately if I want to see just the T+0 lines. And it has the Greeks here and the buying power effect before and after the adjustment. And just as on the generally on the modeling matrix, I can jump forward a day at a time here to see the effect of going to the future, or I can click the calendar and pick a day in the future. It will go right to that day. And I can simulate changes in the implied volatility also by clicking here, and zoom in or zoom out. And then the eraser here will erase anything that I did here back to today and no change in IV. And now that I have a proposed adjustment, it's the same thing. I can commit that adjustment without putting an order into the broker, or I can put the order into the broker, or I can click Save, and I'll just say New Adjustment from Matrix, and I can put a note in there if I want to, and I click Save, and now I have yet another proposed adjustment that will go into the list and become the new selected adjustment right here. Now I'll show you, as I said earlier, if I deselect this, I'm just clicking on this to toggle it. And now you see I have no selected adjustment. All these alternatives are here for me to look at if I want to, but none of them is the selected adjustment. And now if I go to the matrix, it starts out with a clean slate and no adjustments there. couple of other nice features on the modeling matrix for adjustments. If I want to quickly do some of these adjustments, I can right click here and several adjustments are going to show up. So if I right click here and I say roll up, it automatically rolls up one strike, and then I can drag this to another strike if I want to. It's a quick way to put rolling up and just clear the slate again with the new adjustment. I can roll down, and the same thing, I can drag the new short to be wherever I want it. You can even put it back up there if you want. You can also even create butterflies and calendars that are appropriate in some cases. So if I wanted to put another date on here, let's go out another week. And this will not make sense in terms of this trade, but if I just wanted to put a calendar here, I can click create calendar, and it puts a calendar. You see the short in the near term and the longer term for the long, and there it is. Now, if you look at the graph, it's in there. It's not making sense, but that's how you can do it. And I will wipe that one out. You also can do scale up, scale down, or close trade. If you want from the modeling matrix to click close trade, then it automatically does it's similar to a create opposite order. It just closes everything that's open currently. And you see you get a flat line at your current P&L. And any of those that I've done, now I can save that back to compare it to others, or I can immediately put the order in or do the commit for it. And as always on the modeling matrix, we can drag the lines around here to see more or less of a particular boxes here, and the graph will accommodate as well. And you can click the little icon here, the information icon, and it will show you the existing situation, including all the current prices of the current legs of the trade and the break-even points. This is not the best of examples because I was just closing the whole thing, but it does show the legs of the proposed adjustment and their prices, and then down here it shows the cost of the adjustment in net price as well as the total cost, and then the risk and the proposed realized profit and loss, and the previously realized profit and loss, and the total buying power, and all that so you can kind of analyze an adjustment that way. And you can even, if you want to, propose an adjustment that includes buying stock. So that's the way you adjust using the modeling matrix.